Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm gonna paint Ariel today. This one painting is for a friend of one of my patrons, Astrid Midi. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, Astrid. Okay, she is it's a German Kleinspitz. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing the breed. Okay, let's begin. I have here titanium white, cadmium yellow light, cadmium red, alizarin crimson, raw umber, cobalt blue, and ivory black. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of linseed oil, sketch. Let's see, just kind of smiling, yeah. Ariel, first just the overall shape. I'm gonna try to make her head a little bit bigger. She looks like a lion. Okay, now about the face. I'm measuring, for example, I think the eyes are halfway from the top of the head to the bottom of her chin, around here. And I gotta be careful how tilted are the eyes. Okay, and now this triangle that is, is here between the eyes and the nose. Okay. The description of Ariel says that she's a happy and sassy 13-year-old little dog. Okay. Okay, yes. Let's see. I just step it back a bit to compare. Okay, let's continue just with raw umber, and let's start just with the darker values. Squinting down my eyes, just dark, 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 dark here. On the description box you can find, Ariel's Instagram account. She has some beautiful photographs. I picked up this one. I know I just saw the Instagram account just a minute ago, but Astrid sent me these photographs, and I picked up this one because she has a reflected and orangey reflected light, and that's pretty good. And I was thinking just to paint let's say a darker background, kind of bluish, to make contrast with the orange here, which I think I can just I'm planning to make it a bit more orangey, but let's see on the process. Okay. Now I'm gonna use some bristle brushes first to pick up more paint. Okay, let's see. squinting down my eyes and comparing. I think I got it. Hello, lightless. Hello, lads. Oh, okay. This mire. I'm just gonna use a little bit of paper towel. I'm gonna erase a little bit here for. I painted the bottom lip. Yeah. There. Okay, let's see the background. I'm mixing cobalt blue and raw umber, a little bit of white. I'm gonna get this grayish color. Yeah, this grayish color is good. The dog is kind of grayish. I see some orangey colors here and some bluish colors. I think this is gonna be a good color. It's not gonna be a flat color. I'm planning to maybe add some touches of, violet, purple, maybe some subtle touches. You know, the one thing that's confusing is just this ear here. But since I got this one, that helps me to kind of visualize this ear on the left, because it got confused with the sofa. Just 1 second. Okay. Now it's better. Okay, now I'm gonna paint the lights. Yeah, I mean not exactly the lightest lights, but let's say a lighter value. I think a grayish color is gonna be okay. Yeah. White. Need to add more raw umber to my palette. Hello, Jolene's Artful Life. Hello, Marian. Oh, it says an Ariel's honor. Astrid Midi is my mother, and she's gifting me this portrait. Nice to meet you. Beautiful little dog here. Okay. You're welcome. Hello, Michael. Let's see. I hope I can get this beautiful painting. Okay, if I can. Just 1 second, I need more yellow. You know, I saw her Instagram account, pretty beautiful. The thing is, I didn't check out earlier. I should have done it, because I saw maybe a more beautiful photograph than this one. But I love this one because of the orange, the reflected light. Anyway, all of them are pretty beautiful. I just put down the link to Ariel's Instagram account on the description box. I'm trying to get this pretty light. I'm planning to add lightest light on top of this color. It's like a light mid-tone. And is she a good girl? I mean, I have had so many dogs in my life. Each one has its own character. A lot of similarities, but few things that you can tell, that they have their own personality. I have a dog that was black and white, and we named him Manchas. Manchas means something like stain, because he has some, looks like stains, black and white stains, all over his body. I remember every time that I gotta just go downstairs, sometimes just to paint my little studio. He grabbed my leg. He just tore apart a couple of my pants, my jeans, because he didn't let me go, you know. And I couldn't just let him go down to my studio because it was like sometimes it was a big dog first, and second he used to get into, kind of like a cat that is kind of gonna see how it's happening just there, who I'm speaking to, to the camera. Okay, I got the midtone. Yeah, don't be scared, Marianne. It's just the first stage. Oh, it's saying she's the the best girl. Very sassy, but very sweet. Wow. Hello, Kundan. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, squinting down my eyes. Okay, I think this value is good. I'm just gonna paint again the same value, but now I'm gonna add more paint. Okay, I wanna just add a thicker layer. think that's okay. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna pick up another brush. Get this bigger one. I'm gonna work on some, not the darker values, but let's say some values like the one here. Looks kind of bluish, and maybe this bluish is a color that's coming from the window. No, from the skylight, and something warm is here. That's why she's getting this warm reflected light. Hello, Gigi. Okay, let's think a bit. Just thinking, 1 second. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just mix raw umber, white, blue again, more white. Just wanna make this a little bit lighter. Okay, yeah, that's this color. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I got the mid-tone. Now I need a darker value. If you want to tell me more about uh, Ariel, Marian, just write it down here in the comments, on the chat box. Okay, so here. Now, just to keep this color clean, remember you can just clean the brush before you pick up more paint, especially this when the painting is wet, because I'm painting this on on top of a lighter color. I got some blending, but if I go back here want to end up lighting up this. That's why I clean the brush and I pick up more paint. Okay, clean the brush, pick up more paint. When I move it like this, you see that the color doesn't stay the same. It got mixed with the lighter one. That's good, because we want more values, more tones, more colors there. Okay, that happens here on the painting. But when you're about to pick up more paint, I recommend just clean the brush every time. Okay, I'm gonna work a little bit on your eyes, orangey eyes. Okay, a little bit of this orange here. Let's see the pupil around here. Okay, clean the brush. Now I'm gonna paint this area here. I see a question here. What kind of dog do you have, for instance? Oh, Michael is asking me that. Yeah, my dogs here is what we call here criollo. Criollo, it means that it's like a mixture or different breeds, to the point that do not able to say what it is. Yeah. I mean, I don't know too much about dogs. Oh, yeah, I think I need to learn a little bit more, but I have had some, some pets. Right now I have just one dog, 5 cats. Yep. And my little dog looks like a fox. Yeah. Marianne is saying, Ariel is a 13-year-old clean spitz. My husband and I got her as a puppy. She's a small dog with a huge personality. She think she's a big dog. Yeah, I think that happens with smaller dogs. Yeah, there's something good about them. I think it's just like they see themselves on the mirror like big dogs. I saw, I think, something like a meme or a drawing, a cartoon of a little cat seeing, you know, himself as a lion on the mirror. Yeah. Here where I live, there are two Chihuahuas. I think Chihuahua is the smaller breed, maybe? I don't know. Maybe I don't know if there are smaller dogs than Chihuahuas. But they have really, like, they're not afraid to get into troubles with big dogs. And there's one Chihuahua here that's 18 years old. But doesn't look like 18 years old. He's pretty active. And his name is Django. And he's always out with, like a military jacket. I think Ariel has something like that. Maybe she has a big personality to the point that they can get into a fight with a big dog. Okay, I'm gonna just mute my phone. 1 second, please. Okay. So people, playing along with my videos. If you wanna do it, you're gonna find the link to the Ariel Instagram account, and you're gonna find this picture there. And since the video stays here forever on my channel, you can just paint here anytime. I think that's okay with Marianne. Well, I'm saying, just thinking that that would be okay for me if a lot of people wants to paint my dog. As a matter of fact, I painted my dog on a Patreon class like a couple of years ago. Painting down my eyes, stepping back. Yeah, Marian is saying anyone is welcome to paint here. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Mm, Thinking about the background and how I'm gonna create contrast. Yeah, first, I'm gonna just add a little bit of light. Let's say here on the edge. Let's see if that separates the dog from the background. Or maybe I need to change the background, make it lighter. Okay, I need a little bit of burnt sienna. Burnt sienna is a really warm brown. I think it's gonna be perfect for the left side, this area here. And another thing that I was thinking as I paint and continue painting, I think even the same canvas I have, it could work as a good background. But I mean, not leaving it just like that, painted with some color pretty similar. Little bit of black. This one, the last one is ultramarine blue. You know, I made a mistake when I mentioned the names at the beginning. I thought it was black. They look pretty. They look dark, really dark. They look black from a distance. Okay, I'm just gonna add some darker accents here. That's why I'm using pure black. Okay. Now I'm gonna mix a little bit of burnt sienna and black, just a touch of black. Okay. Hello, Emmanuel, saying, hey, runs a love from Ireland. Wow. Thank you. It's pretty late on Ireland. Stepping back, always checking out the whole painting, because there are some values that are pretty similar here. For example, here and here. Now we gotta choose. I'm gonna make this one the darker one, and the nose. I'm gonna mix a glycerin crimson and black for the nose, just to have what we call a chromatic black. But it doesn't look like it doesn't have any color at all. But when you get closer to the painting, you see that's dark, and you see a little bit of that glycerin crimson. The idea is, for example, is to make this pop. For that, I have to control values. The ones around this area, the mouth, darker, and the ones here that even I see the ear that looks pretty dark, I'm gonna try to keep it with a lighter value. A lighter value than this dark that we see on the photograph. Not as dark as this one here, or the one on the nose. Okay, when we just lower the contrast in some areas, what we are doing just making that area recede. Okay, and when we add more contrast, we make any area just pop forward. The same happens with the light here, for example. The lightest light, I'm gonna put it here with a little bit of yellow to make it pop. That would be here. And the highlight on the nose, of course. Okay. When I'm painting this, I gotta be sure that, for example, I know that I have the same value here. I could see that it's the same value. Maybe even it's the same value. But that would make a difference between a painting and a photograph. The color here is a little bit warmer. Why? Because warmer colors move forward and cool colors recede. And the idea of using that is to make the face, to create the illusion that the face is coming forward, and we're adding more three-dimensionality, a little bit more three-dimensionality than the photograph, which I don't think that's possible, but at least we could try. Okay, it means that for to do that, we kind of gotta stop and think, check out the photograph, and manipulate the values. Not copy all the values we see. Okay, for example, if we got two lights, really bright lights. Okay, if you have one light that's just white, pure white, and you want another light that's gonna be a little bit brighter, you mix white and yellow. Okay, this one is brighter than the other one, than just pure white. Okay, this one, that would be the one that we use for here, for example. In pure white, but I don't recommend using pure white, but let's say pure white, that would be for here, for example. And then we have, let's say, the same value, just white, pretty light, but this one is the one that's gonna pop. And that's because the difference between that little touch of color. Okay, it's not just about yellow, it could be about more colors. For example, if you're painting something that's reddish, you can use white with a touch of green. That's the opposite color, and that's gonna make that green just, glow with more intensity. Okay, for the nose, we need a light blue for the highlight on the nose. liner brush. Oh, I don't have a liner brush here. Of course I have. Okay, I found this one. It's not too pointy, but I think it's useful. I'm gonna use the same orange here. Now when you add the paint, it's different when you lay down a brush stroke and just move it. You know what's happening? There's a mixture happening here. Okay, which is different when you just pick up paint and lay down the paint there and don't touch it. You hear dogs barking, yeah. But those are not my dogs. Those are my neighbor's dogs. Yeah, where I live, my neighbor just crossing the next house at the front of this house. She has a dog. Yeah, and then the other house doesn't have a dog. The next house it has a tiny Chihuahua. And then the other house it has a tiny, I don't know, but this kind of a really a white small dog, but I don't know the breed. The Chihuahua is the one that you cannot get closer to this Chihuahua. Start barking you. And but the other one, this is kind of the same size of the Chihuahua, a little bit bigger. It's pretty friendly. The one that lived just in front is a bit bigger, and that's the one of that barks a lot, and for sure he bites. Yeah. It's a nice dog now that I know him. Sometimes he used to get into my house just for food or just to be here. But the first day I met this dog, he almost bit me. Yeah. I was just like 1 inch just away from this for him. Yep, he's like that, I don't know. And then now he's kind of pretty protective. If he see anyone on this condo that's going out to the street, he looks like a bodyguard. Kind of just walks with you to the entrance. It's pretty funny. Okay, let's see. darker here. I think I did more orange on this side of the face. And another thing I need to change is this eye. I started to get some commissions to paint mostly dogs. I think I have basically my whole week just full to paint one dog per day. Yeah, I'm not gonna paint them here on YouTube, not all of them, because if there's a bigger painting, I cannot paint it here. It's more complicated for me, because of my setup. I can just paint here basically just this size. It's definitely more relaxing painting, a dog than painting a person. I think it obviously is more relaxing because of the likeness. It's not like it's gonna be easy to get the likeness of a dog. Kind of you gotta capture. I think I have heard always saying, painters, portrait painters especially, saying you gotta capture the soul of the person. I never believed that when it's about painting somebody. Maybe some persons, maybe. You know, but when it's about painting animals, I got a feeling that it's, that's I don't know why. Maybe because you know, I love, animals. We all love animals. We all love pets. You know, maybe it's that makes me think that it's for me as a painter. It's like for I gotta capture, their soul, and sometimes it's in their eyes. Sometimes I think mostly I think all the time it's on the eyes. But it's not just when I say about the eyes. It's not just about the pupil, highlight. I'm thinking more about everything, even this little, shadow here on the lower eyelid, on this here, from the upper part of the eye socket. We gotta get that. If without all this, we don't get expression. Okay, let's mix more paint. Like I have here a little bit of liquid. I'm using that right now. No, sometimes mostly I don't use any medium, but since I have it here, what I like about liquid is the consistency, kind of jelly consistency. She looks like a lioness. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna add the highlights on the eyes. Yeah. Okay. The other highlight around here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I need some midtones on the face. Still looks it's closer. It's closer. Okay. The background now that I see more of the painting, I think I'm gonna paint it just gray the way I thought. Yeah, because I need to see the light here, and I need some darker values here, here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's better. If it's not, obviously, just let it dry, and I'm gonna let it dry and just change it. Right now, I think it's a good choice just to paint the background a little bit grayish. Okay, I need more gray, blue. Yep, here I can just make it bluer. background here. I'm gonna move the background down, yeah, like this. Okay, let's see. Adding a little bit of this bluish color I see on the picture. Okay, here need to make it a little bit darker, this area. Somebody here paints animals? darker here. Let's see. Darker there. Darker here. Darker here. I'm having a bluish color all around. Still, still thinking it's more blue. If I cannot get it here, one option is using a glaze. Let the painting dry and add a glaze. Okay, now let's work on the face, some details on the face. Okay, French fries 21 asking me if there's a commission. Yeah. The Yen Charit saying, Renzo, missed or master, glad you're back. Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of, I didn't paint for, I think, here on YouTube, I didn't paint for maybe 3 weeks, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, the classes on Patreon, they're still on. We paint on Patreon, like 3 times a week. We draw Thursdays, we paint Fridays and Saturdays. Now I'm gonna think about smaller details. For example, you see this little hair there, different colors there, different touches here too. I clean the brush before I go back to pick up more paint, especially when I'm painting with a darker color on top of a lighter one. When I don't clean the brush, remember, it's just when I want this darker color with the lighter one just mixed and get a new value, a new color. So mid-tone and definitely a new color. I don't see clearly the whiskers. Definitely they are there. Let's, you know, I need to paint. Need to paint them. Adding a little bit of yellow to have this, make this a bit greenish. You know, I see a lot of colors there, some bluish, greenish, orangey colors. This kind of slower process of just putting down more and more colors. Mm-hmm. Okay, a bit more green. A bit more yellow. Once you establish, you know, the values, you can, respect the value structure, you can just continue going on with color more and more, making adjustments, adding more colors. For example, here I see a little bit of green. Let's bring down some green. The only problem that happens sometimes is that we add in color and we start just to change the value. Okay, we're trying to keep an eye on the values. What is light is light, midtone and shadow. Okay, for example, I see light here, obviously, and I need to knock down this, make it a little bit dark. Yeah. Now this is a bit greenish. Some of the colors that we apply, we don't see so clearly on the painting. Okay, we can just add colors thinking about how they're gonna create contrast. When it's about contrast, we usually pick up opposite colors on the color wheel. I don't know if you notice those greenish colors there. Okay, just like that you can continue. Just adding touches. Clean the brush before you pick up more paint. Clean the brush. If you want a dark green and you don't get it, you cannot mix it. Mix yellow and black. You're gonna get a nice darker green. That was a mixture that was pretty common for all backgrounds, classical backgrounds. And the good thing is, if at some point you think that the color is not okay, you can just paint on top. Now, at some point, so many painters used to say, some of my patrons, that we paint, have these lessons, that they cannot add more paint on top. At some point that, for some reason, it's just like they're not able. Maybe it could be usually all the problems usually are about the canvases. Okay, but if it's not about the canvas, it could be about the amount of paint you add in. You gotta control the amount of paint. Just go slowly, put down more and more paint, but the amount of paint that you're able to control. Sometimes you need to reduce the amount of paint until we are able to control the oil, and then we move on to add more and more paint. Now I'm gonna add some color on the background. I was thinking just I have orange here, and then just adding more green to have the color of, getting closer to the color of the photograph. Some greenish, bluish color. I was thinking maybe a bright color here. It could work. No, I'm sharing my thought, and I don't think I'm gonna change it. But I know myself enough to know when I continue painting. I start just to think more and more about what could make the painting a bit more beautiful. Sometimes it's about color, and at the same time, obviously, where we paint, we need to always keep an eye on the values. Okay, where's the latest light? Still is the latest light or not? paint the nose. Take in the brush and I blend. I wanna make a close-up for you all to see the colors. The colors are clear, yeah? Just to... Oh, this looks even greenish on the screen. It's not a greenish. But I'm trying to get some variety there. Okay, it's not a greenish. It looks more. I don't know. The camera looks like it saturated the color a bit. Yeah. Now I have a soft brush. This one, because I can just make it softer around here. Sometimes it's pretty good to have a balance, you know, between some, for example, soft background and texture, you know, on the subject. Sometimes, okay, we can just, or we can keep, it's not always the same way for every painting, but we can just create a balance between soft, you know, smooth out some areas and keeping a lot of paint on, you know, on another areas. And one thing that I see that I didn't notice before, it was her tail. Didn't notice. That's my cat. It's food time. This brush, for example, it has looks like teeth. That's pretty good, you know, to get some texture. Okay, let's work on the face. Okay, going over the painting again. The latest light, it was there. Going over the value, sorry, again, it was here, yeah? Yeah. And I think at the same time, I see a really bright light here. or else here too. It's really bright. Now we're gonna try to make it bright, but not as bright as the light here. Yeah. Take a normal tone. some retouches here and there after it dries. For color, I need to add some retouches, definitely. Some glazes. So let's say color. Uh, no, color is important, obviously, but more important, way more important, is our values. I'm just adding some pure blue, a little bit of yellow to make it a little bit greenish. Some touches. This brush is pretty useful for painting fair. Look at that. Just use different sizes, okay? Or blend, because at the same time that we get a nice texture, we don't want some monotonous on the brush stroke everywhere. Okay. See the face. Oh, I need more light here. I don't see clearly the whiskers, but just putting some of them. Okay, the light here, this orangey light, I'm gonna use I have cadmium orange here. I use some pure cadmium orange. Now this one, oops, pretty bright. This orange is from Rembrandt, this is pretty bright, but the thing is that this one should be brighter than the one here. Why? Because we want to create illusion of depth. Making that bright is making the face just pop. Well, I think I need way more time to paint a little dog than painting a person. It's, it's just like I wanna just get the movement, softness, all of that. Pretty tricky. Almost done, almost done. Almost done here, obviously, but I'm gonna do some retouches later. It looks like she has even some eyelashes here. Yeah, that would be something that I should add later. Okay. Thank you, Jolene's. Hello, Mervat. Maria is saying, I love it. You have really captured her personality. I can't wait to hand this on my wall. Oh, oh, glad you like it. Hello, Benny. Thank you. Hello, Ben. Okay, I think that's for enough for today. Yeah, like I said before, I'm gonna let it dry. And I need another layer for the background. It's too thin. The painting is too thin on the background. Okay. And maybe make this a bit darker here on the background. Yeah, some values that I see that didn't get, for example, here's a little bit darker. So many values, changes, midtones everywhere. Okay. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. If you like it, please press the like button. Thank you so much. Take care. And see you next time. Thank you, Miriam. Okay. Kundang says next time some landscape and seascapes. Yeah. You know, I have more than one YouTube channel. The thing is, that was a mistake, I think now. But the thing is, if you go to my acrylic channel, you're gonna see like maybe 10 landscapes. I have painted a lot of landscapes with acrylics, and I have a drawing channel too. I don't know if all of them are linked. Sometimes I have seen, when I have seen other channels that at the end of the channel, at the bottom, when I just scroll to see the front page of a channel, you see some other channels that says like the owner of this channel, is have these channels too. I have seen that. I don't know if that's an option, or I don't know if you can do that on my channel. You're gonna get that there, but maybe if that's for everybody, you're gonna see at the bottom, of my channel, it says acrylic paintings by Renzo. And the other one, it has another name, but it's for drawing channel. And yeah, the thing is that I said that maybe it was a mistake doing that because I cannot just, like go live on every channel, but it's kind of, for me, it's pretty good at the end, because sometimes I got the feeling that I gotta draw more. And you're gonna just maybe see me drawing every day on my live streams on my drawing channel. And then I stop for maybe a month, and then again. I'm just following what I feel. And this channel are more regular. I try to be live once a week, but I keep this for oils and mostly for portraits. The acrylic one for landscapes. I have some portraits too, but let's say with acrylics, I don't know why, but I feel more comfortable just painting landscapes with acrylics. Well, you all can see just some portraits there, like maybe 10 portraits with acrylics. And the drawing channel is mostly for portraits. I have drawings with ink, with charcoal, with pen pastel. I draw with my fingers on some of the videos. I draw, with sponge, with brushes. Yeah, pretty nice. I should have kept all in one channel, but I did that. I cannot take the time back. And when I feel that I want to paint a landscape with acrylics, I just go live on the other channel. Thank you so much, everybody. Now I gotta go. Take care, you all. See you next time. Oh my God, I saw every time that I'm about to turn off the camera, I see something. That's a good thing, That's a good thing. Like, for example, here, I need to make it darker. And when I see something like a mistake, I say, oh my God, it's so obvious, this is rounded. Definitely should make it darker here. That way it makes the form turn. Yeah? And I said to myself, why you didn't see that? And it's so obvious. Yeah, that happens. So many things to check out on a painting. That's why it's okay always take a rest. Yeah. And check out the painting after, next day, or after a few hours, you choose. I would say next day. Okay, that's it. I hope Ariel like this painting, like her painting. That was a pleasure to paint her. Bye, everybody. Take care, y'all. Bye. Now, for real, I gotta go. Okay.